Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel Shiv Kumar News. Here I am only reading the Hindu newspaper. My purpose and aim is improving my knowledge and English only, nothing else. Therefore, please support and guide me. This is our first article. 8 trapped as Telangana tunnel roof caves in. Efforts on. 30 injured after the roof of Sri Salem project tunnel collapsed owing to seepage of water. Officials say 4 feet of water has accumulated on the tunnel floor. Army and NDRF expert to reach site soon. Prime Minister assures states of all assistance. Racing against time. Police and fire services personnel near the Sri Salem left bank canal tunnel in Nagerkurnool district of Telangana on Saturday. Article written by P. Chandrasekhar, Hyderabad. 8 persons were trapped 40 kilometers inside an under construction tunnel of Sri Salem left bank canal after uh, canal project after a section of roof collapse on Saturday morning in Nagarkurnool district of Telangana. 13 workers who sustained injuries come out of a tunnel with the help of another 29 workers who escaped unhurt. Those trapped are also engineers from Uttar Pradesh, 2 technical staff members from Jammu and Kashmir and Punjab, and 4 laborers from Jharkhand. No headway was made in the rescue even as 3 teams of the National Disaster Response Force NDRF from Hyderabad and Vijayawada reached the site. The authorities are making arrangements to ensure oxygen supply in the tunnel. Those traps were identified as Manoj Kumar, project engineer Srinivas engineer site, Sunny Singh and Gurpreet Singh technical staff for handling the tunnel boring machine and sporting machinery, and Sandeep Sandhu, Jagat Axis, Santosh Sahu, Anuj Sahu, all laborers. Telangana Minister for Irrigation and Uttam Kumar Reddy has sought the help of the tunnel experts from the army and the NDRF who handled a similar incident in Uttarakhand a couple of years ago. They are expected to arrive late at night or early on Sunday. Prime Minister Narendra Modi called up Telangana Chief Minister A. Revanth Reddy inquired about the incident and offered all assistance from the center. The Chief Minister explained to the Prime Minister how the incident took place. The dump structure authorities of the irrigation department said in 3 meter section of the roof collapsed owing to continuous seepage of water, which also lead to accumulate of about 4 feet of water on the tunnel floor. It eventually lead to the tunnel crumbling over a stretch of 8 meters. Along the expert from the coal mines of Singareni Coal Company Limited, the SDRF and fire services personnel, the NDRF team were trying to assess the situation at the site. So guys, this is our second article. Manipur seeks rising support for push to surrender weapons. Manipur Governor Ajay Kumar Bhalla with CRPF Director Gendra Pratap Singh at Raj Bhavan. Article written by Vijeta Singh, New Delhi. Member of the Kukuju community in Chandrapur district of Manipur surrendered 60 looted and illegal weapons on Saturday following an appeal by the Governor Ajay Kumar Bhalla. The weapon, including AK rifle, underbarrel grenade launcher and Galantine sticks, were surrendered following the joint effort of the Assam Rifle AR, State Intelligence Agency, Central Service Police Force and Manipur Police. The AR said in a statement that the agency or organization is serious of meeting with the local community, and the act of surrender of weapon in the hill and the valley area is likely to result in further surrender in the state. The previous day, 303 rifles, magazine, bulletproof jacket, helmet, and looted a tear gas gun were surrendered in Kaching and Kangpo Kipi district. On Thursday, the governor appealed to people from all communities in the ethnic violence hit state to surrender looted police weapons by February 26 and warned of strict action the otherwise. The senior government officials said security forces including the police and the army have been asked to wait for the conclusion of the amnesty period and give the community adequate opportunity to surrender the weapon before a crackdown began. On Friday, the AR conducted an operation in the Kaching district where 26 armed of the Rambai Tengol, a radical Methi outfit, were apprehended. The arrests were followed by the protest led by the Women's Voluntary or Maria Berbes, who had an interaction with the security forces. At least 10 of apprehended individuals were unveiled and were released on compensations ground due to the ongoing board examination, a defense sources said. Police officials said that the winning people's trust was essentially to that they are encouraging to surround the weapons and that core safe steps by backfire. The AR recovered 11 weapon, a toy pistol, walkie-talkie set, bulletproof jacket, and 2.5 lakh rupee cash from the suspect. The Manipur police have instructed all police districts to deposit the recovered looted police weapon and ammunition either with the army formation or AR for the safe country. Union Home Minister Amit Shah is likely to review the security situation in Manipur on February 28, a first since President's rule was imposed in the state on February 13. This is turtle downtown image. Olive Ridley turtles that have been coming ashore to nest seen on the Rushikulla beach on Odisha eastern coast. What is India's dilemma over fighter jet? Guys, this is our first editorial. Does India have two options for the F-35 offered by USA President Donald Trump? What about defense deal with Russia? Why are plans to acquire the Su-57 draft? What is the sorry guys, what is the status of an indigenous fighter jet? Is India to depend on foreign capabilities and technology? The costs are substantially and India has never operated USA fighter jet. Now we start the lecture editorial. This is written by Dinakar Peri. The story so far: the two foremost fifth generation fighter aircraft FGFA of Russia and the USA, the Su-57 and F-35, got a lot of attention at Aero India, which was held from February 10-14 in Bengaluru, with the former undoubtedly being the showstopper with its maneuver. Just as that would up, USA President Donald Trump addressing press meet with Prime Minister Narendra Modi said the USA is also paving the way to ultimately provide India with F-35 stealth fighter. What's the F-35? The F-35 Joint Strike Fighter is a single-engine strike fighter jet with three variants: F-35A, which was a conventional takeoff and landing for the Air Force; F-35B, short takeoff, vertical landing for the Marine Corps; and F-35C, aircraft carry variant for the Navy and the Marine Corps. In addition to the USA, the program has even international partners and 10 foreign military sales custom, and the jet are expected to be in service well into the 2018. So, as of January 30, 2025, first 110 F-35s were delivered according to the lead contractor Lockheed Martin, with 20 participants in the program. Nothing that is one not the firm's offer yet, but the Trump's meet was that they will look at a roadmap of making the F-35 available. Defense Secretary Rajesh Kumar Singh said recently that India will look at the offer once it has become a firm offer, pointing out that there is a protocol to the follow. He said that the first requirement have been raised by the service and the only a new wing, a USA Force F-35 Lieutenant Second fighter jet on display at Aero India 2025 in Bengaluru, and only then are option or offer study creating an option of this type of import for us, and we will certainly look at it with an option open mind, he said. The USA Government Accountability Officer GAO, which is mandated by the USA Congress to review the program, said in May 2024 report that the Department of the Defense estimated that the three development efforts as well as the cost to man, land and operate the 2,470 plane aircraft through 2088 will expect $2 trillion based on the various estimates. The F-35 cost of upward of $100 million per aircraft with armaments and associates costs. India has never operated a USA fighter, and an advanced fighter like the F-35 will need new facilities for training and maintenance. What is the status of Russian fighter jet? It is pertinent to note that the 2010 India and Russia signed a preliminary design agreement to jointly produce the FGFA and now the Su-57 for used by the both countries, after which each had invested $295 million for preliminary design which is completed in 2013. But protecting negotiation follow over the high cost and limited technology transfer. One of the limiting factor was that it was a single seater and the creation of a twin seater variant. The IF's preference would mean to step rise in cost. India eventually pulled out of the FGFA project and decided to go with its indigenous FGFA, the Advanced Medium Combat Aircraft AMFCA. What is the IAF squadron strength? The IAF has a sanctioned strength of 42.5 fighter squadrons, but it's languishing today at 31 squadron with a significant proportion of aging platform. Somewhere India got left behind and is stuck in the middle. There is a big gap and major countries have moved forward. Notice senior officials, China, Russia and USA have already fielded a fifth generation fighter jet, with China recently stealing a march over the everyone else as it flew to advanced with generation 5 double by the sum as the 6th generation jet. In addition to the two jets already developed and inducted, reports suggested that the Pakistan looking to acquire 40 J-35 5th generation jet from China. In December, the government constituted a high-level committee led by the Defense Secretary to chalk out a roadmap for IAF and to address the operational gap. The report, which was scheduled to be submitted by even January, is still in works. Official confirm. What is the in the pipeline? India has an ambitious plan to acquire over 500 fighter jets, a bulk of them variant of the light combat aircraft LCA and MSC that is at least a decade away from induction. There has been a delay in the delivery of 83 LCA MKLA already contracted, with 97 more be ordered. The delay in delivery has been partly due to engine delay from General Electric GE and Hindustan Aeronautics Limited HAL has now assured that the 12 jets were delivered to the IF with year. The order for 83 will be completed in 3.5 years. Officials said the more capable LCF-2 is expected to make first flight in year 2026. The AMCA prototype is expected to roll out by end 2026 or early 2027, certified by 2030 and ready to induction by 2034. In addition, there is a proposal for 140 multi-role fighter aircraft MRF to be imported and licensed manufactured locally, but has seen no progress for many years. with the request of information RFI issued in April 2019. However, given the gap in numbers, MRF has envisaged may now be too expensive and too late to address the crisis. Last October, IAF Chief Air Chief Marshal AP Singh and the MRFA was needed as on yesterday, while the several experts and observers pitch for the F-35 squadron as a stopgap. Given the complex progress and timeline, it would be a decade before the jets arrive. The 36 Rafale deal contracted at the 7.87 billion euro from France in 2016 in case in point. In addition, India has paid over $1 billion in one-time research and development cost for India. Specific enhancement on the rifle, speeding up to the domestic program is of the critical importance as new additions to the IFA already diverse fleet will create a maintenance nightmare and also take away focus and resources from indigenous effort. When did diversification begin? Russian military hardware has constituted a bulk of the Indian military inventory, including IFA for decade, and verification began in the early 2000s. However, verification should not be moving from one dependency to another. As per the current plan, by the early 2040, the IFA will be have 220 LCM MiG first variant, at least 120 LCM MiG 2, and the initial batch of AMCA, all the power by this GE F404 and the 414 jet engine, a significant proportion to the fighter fleet. The licensed manufacturer of the F414 engine or the new 100KN engine likely to co-develop and co-produce with France for the AMCMK2 will mean that India will be dependent on other for the more critical system. The Indian Aero Engine space for both fixed wing helicopter will powered by the USA France for the rest of the century. As France develop engine power, India engineers helicopter, so adding new fighter that too of the higher technological threshold of the USA will surely come with a lot of riders, some intrusive and some that could stream operational flexibility and the impact plans on the indigenous manufacturing. Now guys, this is our second editorial. Why is three language policy controversial? Why has the center withheld funds of Tamil Nadu under the Samagra Shikshakam program, and did the state adopt a two language policy? What is the stand on mandatory imposition of Hindi? What is the central government view? How can the issue be resolved? Tamil Nadu, with its long standing two language policy, has consistently outperformed many other states in key education metrics. Editorial written by D. Suresh Kumar. The story so far. The union government has withheld 2,152 crore rupee in funds due to Tamil Nadu under the Samagra Shiksha scheme for refusing to join the Prime Minister's School for Rising India PM Shri initiative. While TN is eager to participate in PM Shri scheme, it substantially opposed the accompanying mandate to implement and the National Education Policy 2021 of the state. Core objection to the NAP is the insistence on adopting a three-language formula in school. Union Education Minister Dharmendra Pradhan has rejected the concession, insisting that the TN must align with the Constitution. Chief Minister M.K. Stalin questioning which provisions of the Constitution justifies such mandate, has declared that the state will not submit to blackmail or abandon its historical adopted two language policy. What does the NAP 2020 state? The NAP 2020 has retained the three language formula concept first introducing in the NAP for 1968. The key difference, however, is the back then NAP advocate for Hindi to be a compulsory language across the nation, not breaking down. Deputy Chief Minister of Udayanidhi Stalin and his ally protest against NAP three-language policy in Chennai on February. Hindi-speaking states were required to teach Hindi, English, and modern Indian language, preferably a South Indian language, while non-Hindi-speaking states were expected to teach the local regional language Hindi and English. Is in contrast, NEP 2020 offers the greater flexibility, technically not imposing any specific language on any state. It states that the three languages learned by the children will be the choice of state, regional, and of course the students themselves, so long as least two of the three languages are natives to India. This means, in addition to the state language, children will be required to learn at least one other Indian language, not necessarily Hindi. The policy also emphasizes bilingual teaching, particularly in the home language, mother tongue, and English. Copiously, it places significant emphasis on Sanskrit as an optional choice within the three language formula. Why is there opposition to this policy in the TN? Tamil Nadu has long resisted the imposition of the Hindi in 1937 when C. Rajagopalacharya Rajaji Goswami in Madras proposed making Hindi a compulsory subject in secondary school. The Justice Party fiercely opposed it. Two young men, Thalamuthu and Natarajan, who participated in the agitation, died and became icons in the anti-Hindi opposition movement. Rajaji eventually resigned and the British government withdrew the order in 1965 had the deadline for adopting Hindi as the sole official language across Indian approaches. The state witnessed violent protests that led to the death of at least 70 people in police shooting or self-immolation. The agitation resurfaced when Parliament adopted the Official Language Amendment Act 1967 and Official Language Regulation 1968, which mandated the technical teaching of Hindi as a part of the three language formula. In January 1968, the Madras Assembly, led by the CN Anna Durai, led its first Dravid Munitra Kajama DMK government, adopted a resolution calling for the scrapping of the three language formula and elimination of Hindi from the curriculum in TN schools. Since then, the state has steadfastly followed its two language policy, teaching Tamil and English. Major political party, including the ruling DMK and the principal opposition All India and Dravidian Munitra Kazhagam AIDMK, have consistently opposed any effort to alter the policy. In 2019, backlash led the Kasturi Ranjan Committee to remove the mandatory Hindi learning clause from the draft NEP. Why is the three language policy seen as an attempt to impose Hindi? Political party and activities in TN view the three language policy as a smokescreen and a backdoor attempt to impose Hindi. They argue that in practice the implementation of three language scheme will inevitably lead to the teaching of Hindi, given the limited resource for providing additional language teacher and learning material. Moreover, the union government and prominent BJP leaders have periodically advocated for the promotion of Hindi. In 2019, the union budget allocated 50 crore rupees to support the appointment of Hindi teacher in non-Hindi speaking state. Critique content the center action do not match its rhetoric on promoting regional language, as evidenced by the lack of effort to hire adequate regional language teacher in Kendriya Vidyalaya or ensure South Indian language are tough in English school above the Vindhyas. The Pradhan had defended with withholding of fund of TN, making it clear that adherence to the three language policy is non-negotiable. He urged Mr. Stalin to rise above political differences and criticize the state, viewing the NEP 2020 with a myopic vision. In response, Mr. Stalin has accused Mr. Pradhan of attempting to impose Hindi under the guise of the NEP policy, and Mr. Stalin has vowed that as long as DMK and he around, Tamil and TN interests will not be compromised. What is the way forward? The only viable solution lies in constructive dialogue. Can practice compromising between the center and the state on an issue like education, which was transferred from the state to the concurrent list during the emergency to the concurrent list during the emergency. Notably, TN, with its long-standing two-language policy, has consistently operated outperformed many other states in key metrics such as growth, enrollment ratio, and reduced school dropout rates. Disagreement over teaching and language should not be allowed a derail funding of for Samagri Shiksha, a comprehensive program for education. So guys, this is our foreign article, short article. First article of China. Wellington, Chinese naval vessel fires new live round in New Drill, New Zealand. A Chinese naval cruise fired lived round during a drill in the Tasman Sea, promoting air traffic alert. Government officials said this was the second exercise in 2 days, despite the concern from Australia and New Zealand over any decade notice and safety protocol being followed internationally. Paris, Macron will urge Trump not to make allies suffer with tariff. French President Emmanuel Macron said on Saturday that he will urge US President Donald Trump to avoid making allies suffer by imposing a new tariff on their goods. Since taking official office last month, Mr. Trump has announced new tariff across a range of sectors, sparking protests from allies Canada, Mexico, EU, and others. Kiev, Zelensky is not ready to sign minerals deal with United States. Ukraine President Vladimir Zelensky is if Zelensky is not ready to sign a mineral deal with the USA, citing concern over the security guarantees and the USA seeks the 500 billion in minerals from the Ukraine, far exceeding the 190.8 billion dollar in aid to provide, sparking a rift amid ongoing tensions and Russia's invasion. Next is Strasbourg. One dead, several police officers wounded in France NIF attack. A NIF attack in Mulhouse, France, killed one and seriously injured the police officer on Saturday. They suspect a 30-year-old Algerian on a terrorist watch list was arrested. President Emmanuel Macron labeled in at Islamic terror attack. The PNAT is leading the investigation into the incident. So guys, this is today one important vocabulary word is grievance. Now it is a noun. Hindi meaning shikayat, a complaint or a strong feeling that you have been treated unfairly. Synonymous grief, sorrow, antonymous praise, comfort. Example 10, a special committee investigate prisoner grievance. So guys, this is today video. Please like, comment, share, and don't forget to subscribe my YouTube channel for further more update and more videos. Thanks for watching. We meet in tomorrow or next video. Jai Hind.